This video of two people on heroin passed out behind the wheel of a moving car shows the danger of what can happen with drugs behind the wheel. Two people, again, passed out there, a child in the back seat of that vehicle. It happened in Summerton, Alabama at a Walmart parking lot last December. Tonight, in a CBS 42 News special report, the problem presented by drug driving. For the first time, there are more drivers killed in auto accidents with drugs in their system than those with alcohol. It's a frightening reality that could be in a vehicle driving beside, behind, or in front of you. We know it because it happened to one of our photojournalists. A dark, winding road. A driver swerves into a guardrail, crosses the center line more than once, and narrowly misses oncoming traffic. Sadly, more than once as well. Here's what happened when the vehicle finally stopped.
You didn't have anything to drink?
Although they declined to go on camera, a person familiar with the driver and his circumstances told us the young man struggled with addiction. He claimed someone slipped a drug into his drink without his knowledge. We took this same video to the Foundry Ministries Men's Recovery Center, where we asked Jarrett Crawford.
It's like playing Russian roulette.
Tyler Matto.
It's not just a game. It's not like you can just hit, it's the video game, you can just hit restart.
And Jeremy Fladstall to watch and give us their reaction to a person driving on drugs.
And it's scary. Anything could have happened during that drive. I mean, there could have been somebody walking down the shoulder of the road when he drifted off, not even knew he hit him.
Jeremy, Tyler, and Jarrett are in different stages of addiction recovery, and when it comes to drugged driving, all three have a story.
How many times would you say you've gotten behind the wheel of a car impaired to it just impaired?
Impaired in general? Countless. Yeah. Countless.
I couldn't even imagine the number.
My situation, it involves Xanax, and it was right after my ex-wife had kicked me out. The last thing I remember is taking several of them and then waking up at my ex-wife's house, which was 20 minutes away from my parents, and I don't know how I don't remember driving or anything. I mean, it's all just blacked out.
In my case, I've kind of been on both ends. I've actually been in accidents because of it. I walk outside and I look, my truck's parked halfway up on the curb, and it's just how, through my ignorance, somebody else's could get harmed, or even my life could get. I mean, if I'd got in an accident and killed somebody, my life would have changed forever. I mean, and somebody else.
Whether behind the wheel or behind closed doors, America's opioid crisis is changing our communities.
I wish that people could see it through our eyes and through the eyes of the family, and really take that to heart, because we're talking about families being shattered, and it impacts first responders, communities. It's far-reaching.
We hit the streets with Captain Ryan Farrell of the Vestavia Hills Fire Department to see what they are encountering.
Battalion 1's on scene. We've had several calls where we've had motorists, even in intersections with the vehicle in gear, bought the drugs and overdosed on the roadways here, and that's a danger not only to them but to other motorists being impaired in that way.
Have you guys heard of anyone driving and doing heroin?
Oh yeah, I mean, that was my downfall. That was my drug of choice, was opiates and heroin for the past, it's been almost 6 years. And then yeah, I would drive to pick it up and do what I had to do, and I'd drive home or drive where I needed to go to the next point. And yeah, it does impair you where you will end up falling asleep. I mean, I've fallen asleep in the car. I wasn't driving. I've never been in the situation where I'd be at a stoplight and actually completely falling asleep. But I mean, it does impair you enough where you should not be on the road.
But as this shocking video shows, sometimes some people,
He just felt like when he was going to do heroin,
struggling with addiction,
he was not going to be found dead in his car,
are on the road.
and he would actually turn his steering wheel all the way to the right, put it in gear, and hold his foot on the brake and cut his flashes off.
And you just may be the person they encounter. Now, you could encounter an impaired driver at any time of day. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, most recent roadside surveys of drivers arrested for DUI, just as many tested positive for illegal drugs, medications, and marijuana on weekdays as they did on weekend nights. As we said at the beginning of our newscast, if you or anyone you know is struggling with addiction and needs help, we have some resources on the CBS 42 News app that you can find right now.